these parents. I have no idea. What the f? Record this. Okay. Streaming, we're live?
We are live.
We're live. I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of standing up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, nobody else is going to stand up for yourself.
Yes.
There's nobody that's going to stand up for you. So I'm going to share a story with you guys.
Yes,
We're at this place right now, and we were doing like this whole pumpkin thing, and we were supposed to go on this hayride. And what happened was we paid for the hayride, and we were waiting there for almost an hour, and nothing was happening. I met some parents. I gave my card out to these parents. I have no idea. What the f? Record this person. They just hit me. Record them and record their license plate.
Hi, she's crying.
Oh, what are you, high or something? Like, oh my God, yo. Okay.
Make sure you Hulk smash that like button, that subscribe button, help me to continue to grow. And today, this is story time with Dad. I want to share with you guys what happened yesterday. Yesterday, a car hit us. A car rear-ended us yesterday. And I just wanted to share a story about what happened before that, and why it's important to stand up for yourself. We went out there, we went to a pumpkin patch farm, and they had this hayride thing, right? So we paid, I think it was like $12. We had to pay tickets for all of us. I'm surprised that they actually charged for kids. They charged for kids. It was $12, and I don't remember the name of the place. I think it was Flamingo Garden or something. So we go there. There's this huge line, and I meet a couple of other parents, and it was awesome because I was interacting with parents. I was live streaming, and first of all, I just want to say this too, that like there was one guy that joined the live stream, and he was like, "Is your grandma still alive?" And he started like kind of trolling and making all these comments. And what I have to say to you guys and to creators or to anybody even in life, people are going to hate. You just have to accept it. I just laughed at it. Don't let those kind of people get to you. And I thought it was funny. I love my grandmother, though. My grandma's the awesome, most best grandma ever. She treats me like a kid still to this day. Anyway, let me not get too sidetracked. But we were standing in line for a really, really long time. Madison was sweating. Madison was unhappy. Madison was just very uncomfortable. And I started to get upset. So I went back to the counter and I said, "Can we get a refund?" The person tells me, "No, we don't do refunds." So I kind of accepted it at first. At the time, I went back and I saw the condition that Madison was in, and I got really upset. When it comes to my family, when it comes to my daughter, I'm just really passionate. I'm protective. My girlfriend too, you know. And so I went back and I was like, "I want a refund." And she's like, "No." And I said, "Okay, I'd like to talk to your manager." And she was like, "Oh, well," she was kind of like iffy. She kind of didn't want to. But then she went and got the manager. He came and spoke to me, and he was just like, he was kind of standoffish, and he was like, "Oh, we don't do refunds, and that's just what it is, and this is the situation." And I told him, I said that you're willing to accept the liability that there's families out here, there's kids out here, there's children standing in the sun. We've been in the line over an hour, and you're going to take the liability, right? You're going to take that chance. Once I said that, he changed his tune. He was like, "Oh, okay, all right, man. Well, we'll just give him the refund. We'll give you the refund. Give you the refund." And I know to some people maybe that's not a big deal. To me, it's a big deal because I personally know a parent that their child went to like a camp, like a day camp, some sort of camp or whatever, and they left their child in the care of that camp. The camp didn't provide sufficient water and like whatever for the kids. His child passed away. His child died. I don't know if it was like a heat stroke or something, but his child passed away and died. So it's serious. It's serious. You can be one of those people that sit back and don't do anything, or you can be one of those people that stand up for what you believe in. And that's why the point of me making this video is that it's important for you to stand up for yourself, and for your family when it's right. Because if you don't, there's nobody out there that's going to fight for you. There's nobody out there that's going to stand up for you. There's nobody that's going to stand up for your family. There's nobody that's going to, they don't care. People don't care. So their policy to me was, we don't do refunds. And when I went back and I stood my ground, they gave me a refund. And yes, it was just $12, but it's about the principle about it, So that happened yesterday, and we got Madison a pumpkin, and then after that, We go to leave, and this car hits us. This person was reversing their car. I'm beeping a horn as much as I can beep it. This person's still reversing. This person must have been on something. This person must have been out of their mind. Boom, they hit me. It wasn't a serious accident. I got out. I spoke to the lady. She was sorry. She was very apologetic. I spoke to the boyfriend too. And, I was talking to my girlfriend about the situation, and there was no scratches. There was no damage. It was a bumper hit. So when you get into these kind of situations, you have to weigh the pros and cons. You have to weigh, is it worth me calling the insurance for this situation? No, because I have $1,000 deductible. The bumper was not even scratched. So in that situation, and I've been in those situations before, I felt very sympathetic and I wanted to be a good Samaritan. There wasn't any scratches. It was a mistake. But I was still really upset because I have a child in the car, and in South Florida, people drive like nut jobs. There's people just driving crazy. But I let it go, and we went home, and that's my story, man. So I just want to say thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Thank you to Muscle Players. Yeah, thanks for the support. Appreciate you guys. We're almost at 500 subscribers. If you haven't entered in for the $100 Amazon giveaway, make sure you click the link wherever it shows up above and enter in for the $100 giveaway. If you're already subscribed to me, you might as well enter for the $100 giveaway. And thank you to all the people that support, even the haters, because they're important too. But I definitely do appreciate the people that are not the haters. But I appreciate the haters too. Thank you guys for the support. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Let me know about this video. Have you ever been in a situation with an accident? Have you been in an accident with a family member? Boom!